It's been 3.5 years since the Palestinian refugee camp of Nahaal al-Bared in northern Lebanon was the scene of a deadly battle. For more than 100 days, Lebanese army troops fought Islamic militants in the camp. Hundreds died and the community was reduced to rubble. At the time, many said conditions in the camp contributed to the conflict. So what's changed? The BBC's Wera Davis reports.
The crowded, dusty streets of the Badawi refugee camp on the outskirts of Tripoli in northern Lebanon. Almost 500,000 Palestinians or people of Palestinian descent live here and in other camps across Lebanon. Dependent on UN handouts, they have almost no legal or civil rights and are treated as second-class citizens in a country that doesn't want them. It's in such conditions that the Sabani family tries to get by.
My big worry for my children is that we are going to be moved from place to place. 4 years ago, we had to leave our previous home and everything we had there. Who knows what the future holds? It's no way to live.
In 2007, the Sabanis and their 4 children lost everything when they fled from fierce fighting in the Nahaal al-Bared camp. It was destroyed and 27,000 refugees were displaced as Lebanese troops fought with extremists from the Fatah al-Islam faction, which had taken root among the miserable conditions. After all the destruction and loss of life here at Nahaal al-Bared, the Lebanese government belatedly agreed it had to do something to improve conditions for thousands of Palestinian refugees. The problem is, most people agree that those changes have been largely cosmetic. Much of Nahaal al-Bared still lies in ruins today, symbolic of the limited opportunities available to Palestinians to escape their predicament. They cannot own property in Lebanon. They're denied access to state health and education facilities. There are still many professions which they are formally not allowed to join. Take Haitham Atef Musa. He defied the system and overcame many obstacles to become a qualified dentist. But in Lebanon, he can only work here in the refugee camps because he's still not allowed to join the syndicates or professional bodies which would allow him to practice in wider Lebanese society.
Although I have all the certificates that they want, all the tests I passed all the tests that the syndicate wanted to be a member with them, but they refuse. Not the problem with the syndicate, the problem is with the government.
Lebanon is a relatively open society where individuals with support and influence can succeed. But the government has been accused of deliberately preventing progress for the thousands of Palestinian refugees, fearful of upsetting the country's delicate social and religious balance.
In Lebanon, Palestinians are treated officially as pariahs. To rebuild the camp, the Nahaal al-Bared camp, for example, means giving Palestinians hope. The government simply does not want to give them any hope. They want them to leave the country.
Limited improvements allowing Palestinians to work in some parts of the private sector will not change much. And there's always the danger that, as in 2007, the camps and their downtrodden residents could again seek solace in radical Islam. Wera Davis, BBC News, Lebanon.